As I told you in the second session, I will explain you from the slide which is there on the screen that how the ants, cockroaches, mice, and rat and cat, they spoil our food. So we should keep all these pests, insects away from our food. Let's go ahead and see now. Today, what you have to do, you have to try this. What you have to try, divide the chapati into two parts, three parts. Try this, divide the chapati into three parts, 1, 2, and 3. Now, what you are supposed to do with this chapati, keep one piece in the closed box, second piece, roast it, and the third piece, keep it in the refrigerator. Now you have to observe what we have done. One piece in a closed box, which is kept outside. One piece is roasted, and the third piece is in the box, but that box is kept in the refrigerator. Now what happens to these pieces? First piece, which is kept in this box, is outside. It gets spoiled, and when the piece gets spoiled into the box, then what happens on it? What grows on it? We have to see that. Now here, when you roast a chapati, roast a piece of chapati, it will get the heat, and because of the heat, chapati will lose the moisture and the microorganisms will not grow. It will be destroyed. Second, this one, the refrigerator. When you are keeping a chapati in the refrigerator, again here, the microorganism will not grow. Why? Because of the cool temperature. But now what happens to the first one? Let's see that. What do you see? You see that there is a white, black or greenish fibers like cotton wool, like fibers which are growing on a chapati, which is kept in a closed box. That means here it is a loaf of bread. So this is what, these are all cotton wool like fibers, which are green in color, blackish in color, and white in color. So this way it will grow on the chapati also. Now what are these fibers which are growing on the chapati? It has spoiled the chapati. What are these fibers? So when you want to know what are these fibers are nothing but the fungus. These fibers are microorganisms which are grown on the chapati or any other foodstuff. So these cotton wool like fibers, they grow on the chapati. It is a kind of fungus and it is a microorganisms. Now here this picture shows you through the electron microscope how the fungus looks like, because we cannot see the fungus with our naked eye. Very tiny microorganisms they are. So we need an electron microscope. So when you see the fungus, you can see the thread-like structure and the spores of the fungus which are present on the foodstuffs. Now why this fungus has grown on the chapati? Because the chapati was kept in a closed box. What happens in a closed box? It is not getting air. Whatever air is there inside, because of that air, moisture content is there. And because of this moisture content, because of this air, and because of the warmth which is there inside, the heat which is created inside has spoiled the chapati. That means the fungus has grown on the chapati. And this is how it looks like from the microscope. So here, which are the favorable conditions to grow for this growth of fungus? Which are the favorable conditions? It is the microorganisms, the fungus. It needs food, it needs water, air, and warmth. Availability of food, water, air, and warmth are the reasons for the growth of fungus. Here, food and microorganisms. Here you can see, if the microorganisms want to grow rapidly, very quickly, rapidly, if there is a growth of microorganisms, then what it needs? Why the microorganisms grow rapidly? The need is they need air. They need moisture. Moisture means they need the content of water in the air. Content of water vapor in the air is moisture. So what they need? Air, moisture, and warmth. Warmth, the heat which is created will, all these three things will help the microorganisms to grow rapidly. Now, once the microorganisms are growing, once there is a fungus on the food, you cannot see it with your naked eye, but the food is getting spoiled. And if you eat that food, the spoiled food, then what will happen to you? What will happen to your body? It will damage. Now, what is the damage? You will have a stomach ache or a diarrhea, feeling vomiting, or sometimes it may threaten your life even. What is threatening a life? It may kill the life. So your foodstuffs, which are spoiled foodstuffs, which you are not able to eat, which you are not supposed to eat, where there is a growth of microorganism, don't eat that food, or you will have a problem with the stomach ache, diarrhea, vomiting, or it may take your life even. You may die even. Always remember that if the food is kept in the refrigerator, don't eat it as it is, removing it from the fridge and then directly eating it. Don't do that. Even your fruits, bring it to the normal temperature first, then eat it. The food what is kept, bring it to the normal temperature, heat it, and then eat it. Otherwise, it will damage your body slowly. You won't realize it, but it will damage your body slowly. So always take care that you should eat fresh food. Now, which are the methods used for preserving food? You know what is preserving? Storing the food. When you want to store the food, you need to protect it. So protection and store. Storing and protecting the food is preserving the food. Now, how will you preserve the food? There are 4 methods. Which are the methods? Drying, cooling, boiling, and placing in airtight cans. So let us see one by one. Drying. When we dry foodstuffs, their water content is lost. See, when you keep any food grains outside in the sun's heat, solar energy, when you are keeping it, it removes the water. It removes the water from the papads, from the food grains, and then you can preserve it. So there are some foodstuff you can dry. Example, kardai, sandge, then you have papads, wheat, dals, and even your red chilies are dried because they want to make a chili powder out of it. Even your turmeric, okay, you have those wet turmeric, that also you can dry because it is converted into powder. Spices are dried, masalas are also dried in the sun. So there are some things which are dried in the sun. So which is the first method of preserving the food? Drying. Now let us see ahead. Cooling. Now, when you are keeping any food in the refrigerator, the temperature is very low over there. It cools the food. So when there is a cooling effect or where the temperature is low, in that coolness, the microorganism doesn't grow. Why? Because the microorganism is not getting warmth. That's why for the growth. That's why cooling is the second method of preserving the food. Third one is boiling. Now, when you boil, in the previous session also I told you that when you boil the milk or boil the vegetable curry, what will happen? The microorganisms in it will be destroyed. So there are some things which you need to boil. This is the third method of preserving food. And the fourth is the placing it in airtight cans. Now what happens? When you take a can, airtight can, then they remove all the air from inside, they pack the food, they remove all the air, they see where the microorganism growth is not there, and they pack it properly so that there is no air inside. Air is not going in, water is not going in. So air and water, if they are not going in, microorganisms will not grow in that. So this is how airtight cans are being made, packed, so that the food stuff is not destroyed. It is preserved. Microorganisms do not grow. Always remember, whenever your mother must be telling you that don't open the pickle, don't use a wet spoon in the pickle. Why? That wet spoon will spoil the pickle. She will also say, "Arey better you go away from here, I will give you what you want." Example, jam bottle also, or whatever, the small bottle or a big bottle. Even if you put a wet spoon, a wet scoop into the jam bottle, it will also destroy the jam. So there are so many things you need to keep it away. You need to keep it sealed pack, airtight cans. Example, Bonvita and Complan. Just imagine Bonvita and Complan. When you keep the bottle open, what will happen to that powder, the chocolate powder? It will turn into solid. Why? Because it has come in contact with the air, and that's why you should always keep it in the airtight cans. And always remember, when you are buying any foodstuffs in a seal bag or in boxes, check the expiry date. Very important. Check the expiry date. Use before date, it should be printed on it. Always see, whenever you are buying a bread packet, it is always printed over there, use before this date. Follow that, because the foodstuffs get spoiled after that. Medicines, it is given there, cosmetics, medicines, use before 6 months. There's an example, if that cosmetics is used after the expiry date, it will damage your skin. Boils will be there, rashes will be there on the skin. That's why always check, make sure you check the expiry or use before date printed on it. Thank you.